Hello and welcome to lesson 3. How many hours a week do you work? What we're trying to get accomplished here in this lesson is starting to describe differences between distributions. And we do that by having the class survey, okay, how many hours a week do you work? But then also we compared that in number 3 with some data that's online of California teenagers and what they have submitted in the past. And the key feature here was to look at 2 dot plots at the same time, which is basically what question number 4 is asking. The similarities, the differences between them. So let me just show you what the dot plots look like. First of all, let's turn on the camera and look at the screen here. The top dot plot is our class. The bottom one is the one from data we got online. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze those looking at 4 dimensions. And I'm going to walk over here to the board for what we wrote today. And those 4 dimensions make a little word we call SOCS. So they are shape, outliers, center, and spread. And what we want to do is compare and contrast these 4. When we're comparing, we're looking at similarities, and we're looking at differences between the 2. And basically what we're doing is we're taking this quantitative type numbers for example, center, that's just a number. Spread, that's a number, that's range. And we're really trying to describe them in a paragraph. So here's the paragraph we came up with, that both are skewed to the right. And if we look back here on the screen, yep, definitely that is a tail going to the right. Outliers, both have them, and our class had the greater outlier somewhere in the 30s. An easy way to tell what's an outlier, and I'll show you this in a minute, is if we change this display to box plot. For centers, we measured that by the median. Both of these had a median equal to 0, so they were equal. And then finally, spread, we had the larger range by virtue of that outlier. So remember, when we compare implies what things are equal about them, and the difference is, well, one has got to be either less than or greater than the other. So one last thing we'll show you here before we stop the video is how to get the outliers on the screen. So just come up to, on ST-Applet, come up to box plot, and everywhere you see a dot is an outlier. So we just had 3 outliers here, but the data we pulled from online had a lot of outliers. Every single dot you see is an outlier. Okay, and then let's take a look as we turn this off. Go back to here. Let's take a look at the notes really quick. What are some important ideas from the text? Well, it's SOCS, SOCS. The shape, the outliers, the center, and the spread. Thus the 4 different ways that we compare one dot plot or one histogram or one box plot to another. That's it for